This is a video explaining what Bloodbath is and how to play. Bloodbath is a new type of Starcraft 2 microgame that utilizes a structure similar to the popular card games Magic the Gathering and Hearthstone to facilitate strategic engagement in frequently occurring, tactically dynamic unit battles. Let's fire up a game and you can see how it works. If you understand Starcraft 2, you will get a feel for Bloodbath after one match. At the start of the game, you select your deck of cards, which determines your unit composition and playstyle. Then your booster, a small set of spell cards to accentuate the strategic capacity of your deck. The map selection determines the battlefields for combat. If you and your opponent select different maps, the map will be determined randomly. This is your battlefield. In addition to 7 cards, you start the game with a level up hero and a handful of tier 1 units. In Bloodbath, the victor will always be determined on the battlefields, but it is best to know some quick structural details first. Your turn starts in card phase. Use minerals to play cards, build structures, and construct units. You receive minerals at the start of every turn, 50 for each depot, pylon, or overlord that you possess. Use Vespene to construct depots and research upgrades. From this card phase, you can start combat or skip to the final phase of your turn, which is another card phase with the same accessible behaviors as the previous card phase. This is because there are ways to gain resources and cards during combat. Note that you can also check out your opponent's cards that you scouted during combat. Once you are finished, end turn and position your units defensively for your opponent's combat phase. The combat system rewards a tactical approach to unit control and multitasking. When you start combat, units you place in the illuminated zones will transfer to the same position on your opponent's battlefield. Your opponent's health is represented by a central pillar on their battlefield. Damage dealt to the external pillars is also dealt to the central pillar. Damage dealt directly to the central pillar is doubled. During the combat phase, you can also scout your opponent's hand. There is a green beacon corresponding to each card in the opponent's hand. Be cogent in battle. Use your micro and multitasking to make the most out of the phase before time runs out. When the phase is over, surviving units will teleport home, fully healed. Note that units gain energy at the start of each turn. This is everything you need to know to get started. Go have fun! If it seems like a lot, remember, if you understand Starcraft 2, you will get a good feel for Bloodbath after playing one match. If you want to know all the details about Bloodbath and its development, check out the website.